So you finally decided to start playing guitar and you want an acoustic one. So which one is right to choose? Because you have classical guitars and you have Western style acoustics with metal strings. In this video I will talk you through all of their differences, and by the end of it you will be sure which one is right for you. I will split this video into 3 parts: construction, specifications, and all the boring stuff. Second part, style, sound, and music genre. And the third part will be playing styles and techniques. So let's get right into it. So, the most obvious difference is strings. On acoustics we play metal strings, and on classical guitars we play nylon strings. And also, not the only difference in material of the string, but also how the strings are put on. Here we have a slotted headstock, and on an acoustic guitar it looks like this. Also, they have different bridge designs. On acoustic guitars you have on the string this ball which you put inside the hole, and then these pins which tighten it down. Whereas on the classical guitars the bridge is made so that you actually have to pull the string through a hole and then make a knot out of it. The next most obvious difference is the size and shape of the guitar. Classical guitars usually come in like a couple of different sizes which are really similar. However, acoustic guitars come in many different sizes. Parlors, double O's, triple O's, dreadnoughts, even extra jumbo guitars. But the ones that are, I guess, most similar to classical guitars would be something like a triple O. If you come a little bit closer, you'll notice a difference between the necks. The classical guitar usually has a width of 50 to 52 millimeters, and the acoustic guitar from 43 to 44.5 millimeters. Usually for beginners it's a bit easier to get accustomed to the wider neck of the classical guitar. However, that's not the real reason why you should pick one over the other, because you will get accustomed to either one really quickly. The real reason why you should pick one over the other is the music you want to play. That is the most important factor in choosing the right guitar for yourself. So classical guitars, as the name suggests, are mostly found in classical music. However, these instruments were pretty much developed in Spain, and that's why they are really deeply connected to Spanish culture, and you can find them in tango and flamenco music as well. The tonal characteristics of these guitars is really deep and really rich sounds, and that's why they lend themselves so well to classical music. Let's be honest, this music isn't really to be danced to or sing to, unless you're Sting, of course. It's mostly to be listened to, like on a personal level, and connect to it really emotionally, you know? And come on, this is classical music. It's taught in schools and colleges, and if you want to go down that route, this would be absolutely the logical choice. If you don't see yourself like in the classical route, and you just want to play something like country, bluegrass, blues, folk, indie, rock, popular music, then this would be the better choice, because if someone is playing these guitars on stage, it's probably one of these. This is like the music of the people. It's music you will dance to, sing, and enjoy. Yeah, you can't enjoy classical music, right? With acoustic guitars, you're free to play any way you like. If you want to play something like country or bluegrass music, they most probably will use a pick. However, if you like fingerstyle music, maybe you'll find a thumb pick really helpful. Also, you can use something called hybrid picking, where you hold the pick and play with it, and just use the rest of your fingers when you need to. If on acoustic guitars, each technique corresponds to a certain genre, in classical music you actually just use your fingers. And you have many different techniques, where with each technique you try to get a different emotional response from the listener. Also, between flamenco and classical guitar it differs a bit, because in classical they sometimes use their skin and flesh, or maybe sometimes nails, whereas in flamenco it's pretty much almost just exclusively nails. However, they have a bit more variety with the arsenal of their movements and techniques. So, now that you know the main differences between classical guitars and acoustic guitars, the time has come to pick one. And if you fancy yourself a glass of wine and really love classical music, maybe even some flamenco and Spanish style, the logical choice would be classical guitar. But if you like the stuff you see on TV, MTV, like blues, jazz, popular music, you know, the open and broad sound of the acoustic guitar with metal strings would be the perfect choice for you. Although we cannot choose the guitar for you, we can make your playing experience and learning experience much better, because we set up all of our guitars right here, so that when you pick them up, they feel perfect in your hands. And we also really care about packaging, so if you order it online, you can be sure that it will be packed really tight, so even if it drops out of an airplane, it will be fine. We do worldwide shipping, but our offline store is based in Serbia. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for hanging around, share your thoughts in the comments, and all the links will be in the description. Bye!